are live, ladies and gentlemen. Tomorrow we have the most important, event ever for crypto. The rate cut. Jomo, how do you think it's going to affect the price and the market?
Man, trying to figure out how it's going to send the market. I think it's not a good idea. We don't do that. We said this multiple times in the past, CM. We wait for a reaction. But I'll tell you what. Before we dive into that thing, right? It seems like everyone is waiting for tomorrow, right? It seems like tomorrow is going to be like a point of change, right? Now, the thing, CM, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's 90 something percent guaranteed there's going to be a rate cut. It's not news that will surprise anyone, right? So instead of trying to figure out, what will happen tomorrow, let's make it more of an intellectual idea. If everyone knows that tomorrow a rate cut is going to happen, okay, and I can check the probability standpoint, I'm going to check it in a second also. So that means everyone is anticipating it. Everyone is positioned towards it. That means, what does it mean, CM? That should it affect the market somehow?
It's priced in. The rate cuts are priced in already. This is just a bunch of mumbo jumbo, in my opinion. And I will tell you what I think will happen, man. I think you're gonna get a dump on the rate cuts, and unless we get a big cut, like 50 basis points or 75, something like that. But if you're gonna get the 25, it's already priced in. Like he said, this is not gonna be a surprise for the markets.
99% probability of a rate cut of 25 basis points, 99.9. All right, there's a 99.9% probability of a 25 basis points rate cut towards CM. I haven't seen a more, a higher probability in my life for a rate cut. 99.9% priced in. So, as you said, and that's I think is the most important part. The only way that something very out of the ordinary will happen, CM, is if something different happens. If there's no rate cut, something can happen. If there's a double rate cut, something can happen. Or if there is a tightening, meaning an increase of a rate cut, that will be the only thing that I think can change everything. But that won't happen, CM. I don't see it happen. No probability almost that happening. At 25 basis points is going to happen. So probably, as you said, we have like a buy into it, then a small bleed from it. What do you think? You're seeing a small bleed, or you're seeing like a dump?
A dump, man.
A dump.
Bitcoin looking scammy, man. Bitcoin looking scammy. I will show the audience the S&P and Bitcoin for now, just to show them some stuff. Okay, so look, this is Bitcoin. This is the 4 hourly. Look how it's getting like the rejections here on the 4 hourly. Okay, and this is like we had a rally into the rate cuts. Okay, this is the rally. Okay, and remember, I think this was leg one of the downward move. Okay, we have a leg one. Okay, and that's to me looks like a leg one. Now we're getting leg two. Maybe it's gonna go higher, but I'm expecting it to go up, to continue downward, unless it can break above the 127. For me, this is a short-term downtrend which can evolve into the bear market. You know what I mean? It can trigger the bear market, this short-term downward trend, but that people completely disrespect and disregarding. So that's what I'm watching, Mr. Jomo. I'm actually bearish, man. I'm actually very bearish. And look at the S&P, man. Look at the S&P and the Nasdaq. Look at the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is going bazooka, okay? And what crypto is doing? Crypto is doing nothing. Jack shit, okay? So that tells you, hey, the money is not coming into crypto. All the nonsense, the rotation of the gold. Let's look on gold, because see, gold dropped a lot, and crypto got nothing of the liquidity. Another thing I want to add, you know, for the the gold debate, you know, that the Moon Boys are saying, oh, it's gonna rotate now to crypto, the money from gold. I'll tell you why the gold top is bearish for crypto. Because when the gold top, okay, people, all these traders, gold weakness flips to dollar strength. Okay, once the dollar gonna start rallying, I think it's gonna rally. I think the dollar is bottoming out here. Bitcoin is in serious trouble. That's what I think. Okay, let me know what do you think about my 2 cents. But generally speaking, man, sorry about that. I think I might short something, man. Take the mic. Take the mic. I might take a short.
Yeah, I took a short earlier. And I think I know what you're seeing right now. Starts with an MCM.
No,
Looks
just
good.
no.
So look, the thing, I'm gonna take the mic for just 1 second for you guys. So look, the thing is like this. So the argument of gold and the argument of the Nasdaq, right? So what are the arguments? Gold, okay, is a debasement trade, a safe haven trade. Whenever investors do not feel safe about, you know, the currencies for some reason. For example, everything started when, you know, Russia invaded Ukraine, and then there was huge sanctions over Russia from the United States. So all these sanctions made people feel like they don't want to hold dollars, at least not US people, right? So a lot of rich people, non-US, they wanted to kind of find something to switch over because they weren't feeling safe with all the dollars, right? So it started a kind of a panic or a move towards gold, for example. So the gold and Bitcoin both were sitting on a narrative of safe haven. Now, as we saw, the argument was won quite definitively by gold. Let me just show the charts over here on the futures. You can see very, very easy that gold, you know, in the past couple of months just went bazooka. By the way, I think it was here on this day that I said that gold is at the blow off top stage, and you can see right now it's decompressing from the blow off top. Is this the full top? I don't know, but definitely had a blow off top. Look what Bitcoin did in the same time. Nothing. Just moved sideways. Very, very sad, by the way. Very, very sad sideways. So the argument of who won the safe haven kind of trade, that was gold. Okay. Now, if you do the same and you compare the Nasdaq, for example, because as you said, the Nasdaq is at new highs. Impressively enough, the Nasdaq is continuing. Okay, not very much as percentage was, but it is continuing. So what does it tell you? Because there was an argument of whether or not, you know, crypto and Bitcoin is a better risk asset than the Nasdaq. Okay, now, and everything is time compressed, right? So it depends on which specific time. So I'm talking about right now, at least from the last couple of months perspective. Again, you can see that we have been moving up higher in price on Nasdaq, while again Bitcoin was moving sideways, not doing anything. So one can say that the argument of, you know, a risk asset was also lost on Bitcoin, right? So Bitcoin lost to gold on the safe haven debasement narrative for now, right? Bitcoin lost to the Nasdaq and the stock market as a speculative risk asset for now, which begs to ask the question: is this just Bitcoin was the leader, and while the rest of the things are kind of moving, it's consolidating for another leg up? Or is it just showing weakness versus the other things? And once everything kind of falls down, you know, Bitcoin is going to be the leader downwards. Okay. One of these is going to eventually pan out. Now, both of these are different scenarios. Which one are we betting on right now? Well, I'm actually just betting on the trade, individual trades, right? If I see something that looks like a long trade, I take a long. If it's something that seems like a short trade, I take a short. That's how we operate, okay? But based on how, you know, Bitcoin will probably, you know, react for tomorrow in the next few days, that will be where the reaction is going to be by us. That's how we are going to trade. At least that's the way I do it. So I definitely agree with, you know, what you're saying, CM. And we've been saying that we believe that the top of Bitcoin was the 125, at least from all the current data. Okay, if we get new data, we get something new, we can update our view and say, you know what, things have changed. We are going to update to something else. But right now, with everything that happened, we're in the same camp, CM, the bear camp for now. What are we seeing?
Yeah, man. Rate cuts are priced in, man. Everybody knows about it. Your grandma knows about it. The dogs know about it. Everybody knows about it. It's priced in. It's already it's bollocks. It's all bollocks, man. And there's really they're trying to come up with some Meta Planet is buying, Michael Saylor is buying, la la la. They're trying to revive the Bitcoin, but it looks cooked. As long as it's below 127, the top is in, the local top is in, and it could be the top. Okay. Powell out by the end of the year. Bullish. Doesn't matter. If Bitcoin trigger a bear market, it doesn't matter. Powell, Schmowell, Powell or Schmowell. You get me? It doesn't matter. Okay. If Bitcoin trigger a bear market, let's say in November. By the way, last cycle, November was the top. Okay. This cycle, maybe October is the top. Now, that cycle, Bitcoin topped 2 months before the S&P. S&P rolled over in January. Bitcoin rolled over in November. Most clowns don't know. Most baboons, they don't know because they don't study history and chart. They're just not professional. They're dumb as fuck. Now, this is what happened now. You have a potential top in October. Okay, we're open for a top. The S&P is going up now. Bitcoin is not going up. What's going on? This is bearish divergence. Bitcoin is diverging from the S&P. Bitcoin is leading the market, and Bitcoin is looking like a ticking time bomb to me. And yeah, man, if it starts taking the 100,000, in my opinion, it's game over for Mr. Bitcoin and crypto. And yeah, look down below, my friends. Look down below.
Yeah, look, there's one good news in all of this here. There's one good news for everyone that is watching over here. The Endgame Bootcamp is happening tomorrow. So all of you that are at all, you don't understand what's going to happen, what can you do, just do yourself a favor. Scan the QR code. It's on the screen. Scan the QR code. Go check our Crypto Endgame Bootcamp. It's tomorrow. It's your last chance to secure the seat. Take a 25% coupon code on the footer at the bottom at the caption. Use it for a 25% discount and come to the bootcamp, because we're going to talk about how to position yourself in either way. And not only we're going to teach you how to position yourself, we're also going to give you a head start by sharing everything all the trades that we have in front of us right now, whether it's to the long side, short side, everything. Okay, so you're well positioned to do any trigger of a trade that needs to be triggered. Depends on what will happen with the rate cut. And no worries, you'll learn risk management, execution, everything is going to be there. So come, scan the QR code. It's tomorrow. It's the very last moments to secure it, and you have a few last spots. So do that now.
Yeah, guys, drop a like. Do us a favor. Drop a like. Subscribe. This channel is the only channel that will keep doing lives in the bear market when everybody will cry to their mommies, when all your friends and family, all your moon boys, your clowns will cry and will disappear. We're going to be here. Oh, yeah, we're going to be here covering crypto for the good and the bad, man. And we're going to show you a way to make ROI in crypto. All right, so drop us a like, do us a favor, drop a question. Please, we need some question. We're going to wrap it up very soon.
Yeah. Well, there is a question a statement actually from Bitpokedia. He's saying stocks are ripping and crypto is dumping again. Yeah, we talked about it, how crypto is losing. Sims, here's a trade I made in stocks. I trade very differently in stocks because stocks actually give you time to breathe. So my entry was here a couple of months ago, and I'm already up 77% or something like that on the position. Now the beauty of a trade like this, okay, is that usually I use one of the moving averages as my stop loss. Okay, so the first time a moving average gets violated, then I move the stop loss below it. But you can see that it allows me to just sit patiently within all these continuations of a trade, and sometimes without knowing we get like a 200-300% movers on stocks. So by the way, we mainly deal with crypto on this channel, but we're definitely building a stock department, let's call it, for all our elite, VIPs. So if you are someone that is already kind of thinking about joining the elite VIP, then know that stock trading is going to be part of the elite VIP also. Just it's a different beast, different animal, but again, the ROI is there sometimes, and we want to be there also.
Oh yeah. Next cycle, I'm probably gonna long the Nasdaq from the lows after the bear market or whatever, man. We'll see. But definitely, we're gonna have some good opportunities. So we're definitely gonna start looking into stocks, because stocks actually much better than crypto most of the time. Crypto can be boring and ugly for a long time till it's waking up.
Yeah.
Moroccan is asking, if Fed starts QE, will crypto cycle extend to 2026? That's what they're telling you. That's what the KOLs, the Benjamin Cohen, and all the baboons with the huge army of followers, they all believe the Fed will do QE and crypto will extend to 2026. Their bullishness, Mr. Moroccan, their bullishness is bearish. Their bullishness is bearish, my friend. And for me, I don't care about Fed, Schmed, QE, Flu, Lee. Okay, all I care is the Bitcoin chart. It breaks my support level, I'm bearish. I'm going short this market to zero. If it breaks higher, I'm going up. You are talking about imaginary events that are out of your control. There is no data. It's up to the old turkey neck Powell to tell you what's going to happen. You cannot trade this nonsense. I mean, Jomo, these people, they try to trade decision of old men from the US. Like, you cannot trade this garbage,
Some people are like news traders, but it's very short term, like a few minutes. So there were some people have that edge, okay, like news trading. It's not as good as it once was, but some people do that, and you need to be really sharp, just in a few seconds, a few minutes. Not the best edge. But I will say you something else, CM. What do you mean by they will start quantitative easing? I mean, the first rate cut was like a year ago or so. I mean, when the Fed first had a rate cut, that's where they started quantitative easing, at least in the classic books. Okay, so they already started quantitative easing. I know that some people say they have like tightening measures. No, they already started quantitative easing a long time ago. And I will add to that, the United States government started. This bull market has been run by an unknown quantitative easing by the US government that started, CM, when the banks failed in March 2023. If you remember the Silicon Valley Bank and there was Silvergate Bank. So the United States government actually created a program that saved, not these specific banks, but would have saved any other bank from getting bankrupt. So that was the huge quantitative easing by the US government, huge printing of money that people don't know about. So yeah, Sim, what are you showing us over here? What's this beautiful painting?
Man, this is garbage. Okay, this guy Maher is asking about this Atla coin. It's crap. It's extended. It's in the moon. If I had any, I will dump it all. It looks like it's going to collapse, and it's only on Mexi spot. Be careful. These coins are getting rugged. They getting rugged. You can wake up tomorrow morning and you have this kind of candle all the way down to zero. Okay, so really,
like Saros or like OM.
Yeah, this is absolute dog shit, man. Be careful. Horrible coin. Okay, or if you made money, yeah, take your profit, man. Relax and then run away. Okay. What else do we have? Cadena situation. I think same will happen to Caspa.
You know what happened, Sim? You heard that they like left the project or whatever. So it's KDA, the ticker. So the inventors of this coin, they closed the project, right? So the project kind of went under. So it went to zero, basically, let's call it. Yeah. Even though the blockchain is still alive, blah, 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 whatever, man. It's just, it's smoked.
This is crypto, man. They're all Ponzi's. You never know if your coin will go to zero tomorrow. That's why we're not holding. That's why we always use stops. And that's why we trade, we trade and we know how to short when we're looking for the bear market, because in the bear market, all these Ponzi's dropping 99.9% of their value and it's just absolute party, a fiesta, an easy money environment for us, because we are probably one of the only 1% of people in crypto that actually short it. All the other baboons, they just buy in the dip, Jomo. And they buy in the dip, and they don't understand, hey, this is a bear market, bro. Hey, wake up. Just like the Kaspa dip, they told me, oh, I'm buying the dip. Since the bear market started on Kaspa.
All the people that bought the dip are smoked.
Bro, and it's going to be a huge buy the dip nonsense soon once Bitcoin will trigger the bear. And these people will not realize they're in a bear market. And that's going to be a moment of realization probably later into the bear, after Bitcoin probably collapse to 50K or below. then they will realize, oh, bro, I think we bought a bear market. I think we're cooked. That's what they will say in X, Anyway. Love that you're bullish on ZBCN. Bro, I'm bullish on ZBCN, but now I'm neutral, okay? If it breaks support, I'm bearish on it. I will short it. If it breaks the resistance, I'm going to long it. I'm bullish on it. At the moment, it is in a consolidation moment. So for me, I have no opinion. I just have no opinion, man, on ZEC now. SHX, a hidden gem. This is another scam, and I'm not even going to look at it.
Man, this Mao Wizoras, man, SHX. Some people told us on one live that they will never sell their SHX as if it's, oh my God, it went to the dumpster. These people, man. Stop holding coins, ladies and gentlemen. Start trading, for God's sakes. It had like 1 or 2 good trades, this coin, and it smoked. No, it had actually 3 good trades, okay? You could have made good ROI. You could have made, good returns on it, and you gave it all back. It's not a hidden gem. It's a crypto like all the rest of the cryptos. That's it. Just crypto, man.
It's not a gem. It's a crappy Ponzi, man. It's not a gem. There is no significant higher highs here. It's a big rising wedge, which will collapse sooner or later, man. It is cooked, man. These marginally higher highs are toxic, man. Toxic. Not gonna end well, my friend. Me and Jomo, we've been looking on chart for the last 8 years daily, multiple hours a day. Me, sometimes 10 hours a day, man. I know what I'm saying, man. It's not a hidden gem. It's a hidden piece of shit. Where is it? What do we have here? Thanks, CM. I will sell now. I've put since 1 month ago.
I think he bought the Atlas thing, so he's like,
yeah. Well, man, this is not a financial advice. Do your own decisions. Make your own decisions. I'm telling you, if I were you, I would dump it all because it's a scam, okay, before the rug pull me. But if you want to hodl, I don't know. We're not giving financial advice. If you want to get all our trade alerts, market updates, and amazing service, join VIP, link below, sir.
Exactly. Now, Bitpokedia again is coming, right? So on one live, he seems very sure of himself, and on another live, he's like, my biggest regret or mistake is that I made this year selling NVIDIA for Bitcoin. I got very depressed thinking about it. First of all, I need to say something for everyone. There's 2 things you need to say. First, why do you sell one thing for another? I don't get it. Again, it's like swapping coins from one. Why you swapped NVIDIA for Bitcoin? Come on. Stop swapping things instead of having US dollars, okay, or USDT as your base currency and getting in and out of trades, of positions. You don't swap one asset for another, okay? That's just not how professionals do it, okay? That's how newbies do it. What do you want to say, CM?
It's the baboon mindset. I think it started, the swapping baboon mindset, it started with the rise of Uniswap, the Uniswap, the DEX, people just swapping with the Ethereum nonsense. They swapping coins, okay? So on the DEX. So that's how most baboons invest today in crypto. They swap DEXs. So they take this mindset and think, oh, I'm going to swap Bitcoin to NVIDIA. Now, stupid. This is dumb as fuck, like you said, because why, man? You can have Bitcoin and you can have Nvidia. You know, why to swap? Why? What's the connection? Is it mommy and daddy? Is it good and evil? Is it good and evil? What's the connection? I'm gonna swap Bitcoin to McDonald's. Like, what's the connection? There is no connection. Bitcoin is a crypto asset. It might rally when Nvidia cooling off, and Nvidia is a stock. It might rally when Bitcoin is taking a dump in a dumpster. It's totally different stuff, you know.
That's a fair point. They have no connection. So first of all, the swapping doesn't make sense. Second of all, Sam, actually, I think this is more ancient. I think the mindset of people that are not like newbies or the ignorant mindset, people that didn't really dove into improve themselves in the market, is always, oh, I need to be in one asset. I need to be in something. And if one I don't think is good, I will change for another. It's the mindset is not only from swapping from one to another, it's just not wanting to be in USD or in a base currency. I don't understand. That's the big problem for the readers. So that's one thing. Second thing that people need to understand over here is that, man, what are you depressed about? Who gives an F about something that a mistake you made like a year ago? It doesn't matter. You need to man up. Everyone, you need to stop feeling bad about mistakes. Give yourself this rule, the 24-hour rule. You made a mistake. Let's say you understood you made a mistake that you could have either lose less money or make more money. Okay. And it's huge. Not something like, I'm not talking about something like negligent, something that was meaningful, okay? Give yourself, this is the rule, the 24-hour rule. You give yourself 24 hours to feel bad. You go smoke a Johnny, drink a whiskey with friends, wife, whatever. I don't know what kind of relief you do for yourself. Maybe even pamper yourself, buy yourself something. It's okay to pamper yourself on mistakes, because then you let yourself understand that you are your own best friend. After 24 hours, boom, forget it. You're done, okay? CM once told me something amazing, and I felt the same way, but I remember when he said it, because, when a friend says it, you kind of like, oh yeah, that's just, he told me like a couple of years ago, it's like, I became so good at losing, CM told me. I remember like many years ago, I became so good at losing that I can only be a winner right now. Because when you accept the fact that losing is just part of the market, like making mistakes, losing money, getting stopped out, is just part of your winning, and you don't care, you don't give it any emotional baggage, boom, you become a winner. Because you don't think about what happened. You're always in what's about to happen. And that's where you're always operating at your best, okay? So these two things I can extract out of this sentence of Bitcopedia, okay? So for everyone, hopefully people are listening over here, Siam.
Bitpokaidia. It's a funny name. I like it. Anyway, time will tell. I don't think the bull market is over. Bull market die on euphoria, not on depression. True, sir. True. But we will see.
What depression? What depression? Man, everyone is about, oh, rate cut is here, like since a month ago, last rate. Oh, rate cut is coming. I remember for months we were telling about Casper going down, ZBCN having trouble, the market might have trouble, and everyone was like, rate cut is going to come, it's going to change everything. What depression? Now that people are seeing everything else exploding, okay, now maybe you feel depressed because everything else is exploding. But a month ago, everyone was hyper bullish, okay? We went from above 110, we went from 110 to 120, 124. It was hyper bullish. That's where things really topped, when things looked like they're about to push, but didn't push. So they topped on the euphoria of that sense, and now we're going sideways, so people might be feeling depressed, okay? But the top already occurred. Right now, it's a top information. And again, it can change if things change. We're open to the idea, right? But what you're saying is false, Mr. Moazors.
Nvidia looks like a meme coin. Yes. Once Nvidia dump, it's over. It's gonna be the bear market. Once Nvidia dump, it's done. But big dump, like 20% plus on Nvidia, it will trigger the bear for stocks probably. We'll see. Tau. Let's look on Tau.
I would wish crypto assets will move like Nvidia. What do you mean looks like a meme coin? it looks like an amazing freaking asset that just wants to continue going up, man. I don't know what you're talking about. Nvidia is amazing.
Well, Tau looking kind of nice, kind of cookie. Okay, it need to break that level of resistance, the $500. If it can break the $500, it will probably run to the range highs at around the 700. Let me go to linear scale. All right, it's around the 700. You know, if it can break the 500, stay above the 500, very likely to start surging to the 700. Will it happen? Up to Mr. Bitcoin. Ask Bitcoin, man. Tau is just a slut in the big Ponzi ocean. What do you think, guys, about staking in this time of the market? Oh boy, let me answer. Oh boy, man, Shark Tank Apparel. You're probably newbie to crypto, so welcome to the crypto market, to the crypto world. Okay, whether it's your first year, second year, third year. Man, never stake crypto. Never, especially not in the top of the cycle. Look, if you're gonna get an extended cycle like the mega bulls are saying, you're gonna get maybe another couple of months. Okay, still, you don't want to stake anything. Everything is going to dump 99.9% of their value. All your Ponzi's coins that you want to stake, whether it's Cardano, Solana, all this crap, all going to zero, man. To 99% correction. You don't know what is a bear market. Never stake, because once you stake, you will not be able to unstake, because they will lock your coins for a while. Then you will see the crash. You will start shitting the bed, and and freak out. You would like to sell. You would like to sell, but you will not be able to sell because the coins will be locked in a nonsense protocol. So really, don't stake, man. That's the biggest mistake you can make. We actually saved you now millions for that, only for this advice, man. Seriously, man. Do us a favor. Leave us a like, man. Leave us a like. Be nice. Cardano. Let's look on Cardano, man. Cardano is probably looked like toilet paper. I will show you Cardano.
Man, what type of toilet paper though? The good shit, or
Man, they all look the same. We had the smack in the face, all the coins look the same. Big smack in the face, and now consolidation. Look at the daily. Now consolidation, heavy consolidation, with this failed bounce on Bitcoin, and now they're wedging coming down. Some coins coming down. This is not looking good, man. If it start, all the coins look the same. They start taking their lows, their daily lows around, Cardano is around 60 cents. It's probably gonna start collapse, man. They will start a collapse, man. This is not looking good. Let's look on Bitcoin. Bitcoin is, the last 2 days. Look at the last two topping tails forming. Again, this today candle not closed yet, but if it will close like that with the two shooting stars here, not good for Bitcoin, my friends, and not good for Bitcoin. You can have another leg down, which will take you, I'll tell you, if that was the local high now, you can get another leg down to 94, easy peasy, maybe even to the 84. Don't rule that out, man. This is crypto. This is crypto, man. And it's not look like the people buying Bitcoin. Like, Bitcoin looks heavy as fuck. Cooked, man.
It's true. Look, Mr. Shark Tank is elaborating on the first question. He's saying stable coins too. So I guess he's saying, like, if you can, if we think it's bad to stake stable coin. Yeah, man. I mean, first of all, people don't appreciate this fact. Wherever you stake all these things, I know some exchanges allow it, but a lot of people, they stake on like wallets and stuff like that, unknown wallets, and all these wallets, they can bankrupt, right? Any place that can bankrupt and can take your money away, I would definitely not stake it over there. And also, look, Mr. Shark Tank, CM and I, we use USDT, we use stable coins as our base currency to go in and out of trades, okay? So any APY, okay, that you get out of staking, even at a reputable place, what is it, like 4 or 5% for USDT, right? Not like a ENA or something different, okay, like Athena, whatever, like a reputable one, not something new. Me and CM, we make 100% a year on trading. Why would I stake a stable coin that gives you, 5% a year or 4% or 6% or even 10% a year? I don't think they give, but I'd say it's 5 or 4, whatever. If you can make 100%, okay, or 50% on a bad year, okay, 60%, 120%. Why? Sometimes you get to 200, 300% because it was like a fantastic year. So definitely, we just trade. That's what we do. We just trade. And by the way, if you want to check out how we trade, and because I'm seeing you have all these kind of questions that, it means that you're kind of trying to navigate your way. What you need to do is come and, check what we have tomorrow. We have the crypto Endgame Bootcamp tomorrow. It's a bootcamp where we teach, our things. It's a light bootcamp. It's not something heavy that you'll go scratching your head out. No, light bootcamp. We teach easy, some theory, some strategies and tactics, and we're going to talk a lot about our live trading, about all the trades that we have right in front of us that can be the next bangers of the next month or two, okay? Longs or short, doesn't matter. We're going to share the list, me and Sam, with you, okay? So if you're trying to figure out what to do, that's what you should be doing. What do you think, Sam?
Yeah, man, we're also going to give you some, if part of the Q&A, we're also going to show you if you like to learn how to short and stuff like that, because if you're looking for strategies to make ROI in a bear market, when you're looking around, you're looking around, you're going around, but the only way to make real ROI in a bear is short, okay? If you're not shorting in a bear market, you're gonna lose everything, or you're gonna just stay flat, but you're not gonna make ROI, okay? The only way to grow your wealth, to grow wealthy in a bear when everything collapses, is only by short selling these crypto Ponzi's, Bitcoin as well, okay? So really, if you want to find ways to make ROI in the upcoming months, moving into the bear, we have all the best strategies to show you, and skills and actual working methods to show you how to do it, and we're also going to give you, like Jomo said, a lot of examples and live trading session to show you all the coins we are watching for longs and shorts in the coming weeks and months, mainly weeks. Alrighty.
All right, Sam, what do we got? We have some more questions. Pepe. You want to go for Pepe?
1 second, we'll see if there is anything else. What is the rate cut means exactly tomorrow? I will leave it to Jomo while I'm watching Pepe.
Mr. The Ascending Ancient? The Ascending Ancient, man. That's a beautiful name, actually. What does it mean? It means that, there's a Fed interest rate, and the Fed interest rate in the United States is the base interest rates for the United States, banking, bonds, so many things, okay? You can ask ChatGPT. I'm tired now. I'm not going to explain all that, okay? So the Fed is basically the central bank. It decides the base interest rate. Now, when rates go up, that's bad. Everyone pays more for the loans, pay for the money costs more. That's usually bad. When they go lower, that's usually good. People are supposedly happy. The cost of money is lower. Usually that, is more correlated to a booming cycle. But it doesn't always correlate exactly towards the markets, okay? If you look at the past, it doesn't always correlate. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't, okay? So what it means that the interest rate is going to go down, in the United States by the Fed, the central bank of the United States. That's basically it, okay? If you want to know more, man, I'm not an economy teacher. Go ask ChatGPT. CM, please share your knowledge on Pepe.
Do you see my chart?
Yeah, we see your chart, yeah.
So that's a head and shoulders on Pepe, man. Pepe is going to die.
Pepe is cooked.
Very soon.
For a year already.
It is cooked, and people don't know what's coming. Once this head and shoulder trigger, man, it's going to zero, man. It's going to -0, man. This is bearish as F. Pepe is about to die. Hope I help you with my TA. You know, this is we see it all around. You know, we see it all around on altcoins, on meme coins. They are all extremely bearish, and it just show you where the winds are you know, doing the foofy. You know, where the winds are doing the foofy, they doing the foofy to the south. Okay, they all winding and gravitation. You see the gravity on the chart, taking them one by one, sector by sector, all cooked as F. The only one that actually made some ROI recently in the pumps, you know, in October, that was our membership, man. We nailed all the bangers that made
All the
double,
bangers.
triple, almost all of them. We nailed them. You know, all these people, they watching Pepe, they watching cooked coins like Pepe, Caspa, coins that had their moment of sunshine. They are done, man. They are overcooked. No one is buying them. Old crap. You know, and people just don't get it. Like, they're, I don't know, man. Some baboons, man. No one can help them. It's absolutely no. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Smash the like, subscribe. Join us tomorrow for the best webinar you can find in this space. We see you tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'm busy.